hard did you work today?
Oh shit, 20 minutes cardio on the Stairmaster and then another 20 minutes on the treadmill.
So 40 minutes cardio, nice.
40 minutes cardio, yeah.
Okay, still going?
Still going. We still have to do some chest and we have to do some arms today.
God damn it.
Nice. How many was that?
15.
What are you doing right now?
We're doing calves right now. Calves. Manny Pacquiao calves. Let's go.
Okay. So this is leg day, huh?
Yep.
Okay. 35, 45, 45.
Let's go, baby.
One.
Let's go.
Tell me when.
Now. You get more of a torque on your calf.
Nino, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What exercises, what did you focus on today?
Shit, legs. Tons of legs today.
Yeah.
Quads, hamstrings, buttocks, and then calves.
Would you say that legs are one of the hardest exercises throughout the week?
It's definitely one of the hardest, if not the hardest for some people, because it really drains you out.
So how are you going to reboot with energy, and what are you going to eat after this?
I'm gonna have some protein oatmeal right now when I get home. Some protein oatmeal, some grapefruit, because I am in my cutting phase right now. So start with grapefruit and then protein oatmeal.
Ah, okay.
Quarter cup. Right there, perfect. I know that you're about to start your cut, so I just thought, hey man, a better way to start, your cut.
What
with
is
this
that?
6-pack
Look at that
meal
thing.
prep
Wait,
bag.
let me
You
get
know
the
what I'm
shadows.
saying? Take a
Look
look
at
at
the
that.
shadows.
Look at
Wait.
that 6-pack. That's what you're gonna get right there. All right, man. Open it up.
Look
Open
at
it
that.
up.
Oh my gosh.
Open it up, man.
That's
Let me see.
exciting. That's
Let
exciting.
me see you open it up, man.
It's cool because
I know you're gonna need it.
I
Oh
can bring
dang!
this
What is that?
everywhere.
Open that. What is that?
What? Oh my gosh.
Open it.
I
What do
don't-
you put on there? What are you gonna put on there? Your pills. You know what I'm saying? Your
Whoa.
pills.
Whoa.
Your peanuts. It's gonna go in there. Your almonds.
Auntie, do you have any babies
Yeah.
sleeping in this house? I'm gonna yell.
All right. Okay, open this, man. I already put the measurements on here already for you.
What?
Yeah. No, look at what's in there. It's exactly which is what's needed for cutting. Get it, man. Get it out.
Wait a second.
No, that right there. That's exactly 28 ounces right there. 28 ounce containers.
28 ounce containers.
28 ounce containers right there. So you got your containers. Oh, and I was saving this for you. This is the ice pack. So when you're in your car, you know where to put it, right?
No.
Okay, this is what you do. You open this up. So once you have your meals in there, they're all nice and warm. You slide that in there on the side.
Okay.
Actually, let's put it right.
Wow.
Put it
Wait
in.
a second.
Put
Oh,
it
that's
in like
so
this.
cool.
Yeah, like that. It'll keep everything cool. And then here's the other side right here.
There's two?
Yeah.
So you do this every day?
Yeah.
You freeze it, you put it back in?
Yeah, you just freeze it at night, and the day when you're leaving, once you put all your meals in there, you just slide it in.
Damn.
There you go.
This is awesome.
And then look, over here,
I can put my camera in here.
Yeah, well, I would put my meal, your shaker bottle in there, your other stuff in there, your spoons.
Oh my gosh.
You got your spoons on the other side, right here. Open that. There should be a divider, actually.
This is so
Right there.
useful.
Look at that.
This
See,
is
the middle
really
part
useful.
is where you put your spoons. And
Wow.
yeah, there you go,
Wow.
man. You're ready for your cut.
I'm ready for the cut.
And then here you can put your teas. Right here. You can put your teas in there. And
Nice. My t-shirts? or
tea
what?
bags. No tea bags.
Yeah, this is awesome.
There you go. And
This
it's
is
got
really
your strap. You got
this
your
is really a
strap.
move up, a step up.
There you go, man. Now you're ready.
I've been using nylon bags to carry.
I
my
know.
lunch
I
now.
see it. So I saw like, man, he's gonna need this. So.
Wow, thank you.
All right, man.
This is awesome.
Good luck on the cut, man.
Thank you, Nino. Hey guys, just enjoying my MyVLNF shake on a Sunday evening. Just want to apologize right now because I will be looking at my screen to read what I have to say because I want to make sure I say everything. So good evening, everyone. I just want to say that since the beginning of this week, I've been feeling a lot better because my back and neck have been feeling so much more relieved. I actually don't feel any pain in my back or my neck anymore. I took a couple Advils throughout the weekend and I feel great now. Just after taking them, the pain went away so fast and it was helpful. So Sunday, so it's Sunday, day 166, and I feel really good. Kurt and I are supposed to wake up in about 4 hours to hit the gym and start taking our exercise very seriously. So I'm going to show you guys a clip from a podcast that I saw earlier this week. And let me just preface this by saying that I've had a couple of videos on this series where I mentioned that I'll eat some of my meals not for taste, but to get the job done. And I know that this is weird to a lot of people, but it saves me time and energy to get it done like that because it is where I can get the nutrients that I need. My beans are just boiled. My lentils are just boiled. Avocado is with salt or is unsalted if I have to. And tempeh patty is eaten uncooked, straight from the package. Yeah, and I know some of you guys might not think that sounds good at all. My parents don't think it's cool. My sister doesn't think it's cool. I wasn't able to explain rationally why this made sense in the last video that I made about this particular issue of taste. But I knew it was working for me. My family gave me a lot of flack for admitting that some of my meals don't taste good. But of course, the MyVLNF shake, yeah, that's different. This one's purely for taste, and it tastes amazing. I mean, how can you go wrong with mangoes, chocolate protein powder, or peanut butter protein powder? You can't. Bananas, come on, really. And then there's nuts in there, mixed nuts. Just some really good ingredients inside that MyVLNF shake, and we will talk about it soon enough. But anyways, for 6 months now, I've been eating virtually the same exact meal on a daily basis. For a part of my meal plan, and I still go out to eat every so often, which is usually once or twice the most a week. But that's okay because I'm in bulking season, and as far as I know, when you're in bulking season, you should be fairly okay eating extra calories, as long as you kind of maintain the proper structure and don't go and overdo it. But so anyways, you might have noticed that I've been showing you what I eat. You might have noticed that I haven't been showing you what I eat, unless it's something that I took out and I wanted to show you the restaurant, or in the case of the ramen, the product that I buy. But I felt a little ashamed about the food that I've been preparing simply because of how plainly it was made. But food is fuel, and I want only the essentials. So when I was making these foods the way I did, it was just purely because it saved me time, and taste was not my goal, or is my goal. I'd rather, if I'm gonna get 30,000 calories in a day, or I mean more than 3,000 calories a day, I don't really want to enjoy the food as much as I want these nutrients to fuel me. So if you can understand that concept, you might understand where I'm coming from. But food is fuel, and I want only the essentials. So as like I was saying, what I eat is what I need as I'm learning. And so just a couple days ago, I was listening to this interview that came out on this largely popular podcast called H3H3 H3H3 Podcast Experience, as far as Ethan from the show wants it to be called presently. They had a guest on who had a gastric bypass surgery done about a year ago, and he was talking about his experience since then. But he brings up diet, and I found it to be so relevant to what I'm experiencing in regards to how I view my food and how I eat it. And I think it's a great interpretation and point to be made about food and how you interpret it on a daily basis. So let's just get right into it.
I'm curious, what do you eat mostly?
Yeah, chicken, all the chicken in the world.
Really? What kind of chicken? What kind of cut? How do you cook it?
Tend to grill at home. I'm eating a lot of chicken, a lot of salmon, and so I tend to grill it at home, or we grill some salmon at home, do some asparagus on the side, do some Brussels sprouts on the
great.
side. And that's like 80% of what I eat. And then when I go to these parties, and YouTube's like, would you like a lobster roll wrapped in caviar?
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit, okay. Yeah, all right, that's fine. But otherwise, it's just like, you know.
What are you weak to?
Sugar, so sugar
It's
is
the sugars.
and it still makes me feel awful to do it, but my brain is like, ooh, you remember when you used to just sit down and eat birthday cake and it wasn't anybody's birthday? And I'm like, yeah, that was great. It's like, happy birthday. I'm like, no, that shit kills me, dude.
Yeah.
But then like I'll go to a birthday party and I'm like, oh God, I really want a slice of cake, right? Or you like,
and you're not. I like, as your doctor has you, you're not supposed to touch the stuff, or you can be like, oh, I'll have a little bite.
So they go into like a lot of really smart recovery stuff, and they're like, okay, so you're going to screw up, right? It's going to be 4th of July. There's a cookout. There's some of your favorite foods there, and you're going to eat because it's a holiday, and you're surrounded by family, and everybody's eating, and you're going to do it, okay? So number one, listen to your body, listen to the surgery, all right? You're going to get full way quicker than you used to. So when you're eating bad foods, when your body says we're full, you stop, okay? Don't eat for pleasure.
That's
eat for
hard.
fuel, right?
That's so hard.
And they're like,
How's it been? Because I have a tendency of overeating.
right.
How has it been like listening to the signals?
It's great. I thought it was going to be the worst thing in the world. I thought my brain would say, eat more, and my body would say, we can't. It's the opposite. My brain is fuller quicker. And so they explain
Really?
the
Your
physics
brain?
behind it.
Interesting.
So my stomach was the size of a football. And the stretch receptors at that point on the stomach basically could never get triggered. And that stretch receptor tells the brain on the top of your stomach, this little nerve bundle on the top of your stomach, to tell your other brain to start producing the full chemicals and the satisfaction chemicals. I wasn't able to do that anymore. But once they made my stomach real small, the stretch receptors get hit really easy. And so my brain gets triggered way quicker, and it's like, hey, that was great, man. I really enjoyed that.
That's
Right?
incredible.
And so it just makes it easier. You just got to listen to your brain. You got to listen to your body and stop listening to the addiction, and you'll be fine.
Wow.
And so when I do make a mistake, and I go to a party, and I'm just like, you know what, today, or order the wrong thing off the menu. I can't eat very much of it. It makes me a little bit ill. I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I'm full very quickly, and it's been a good checks and balances system.
So when you don't enjoy it as much, does it also eventually become something that causes a real change? Like you're not interested anymore?
Right. And
because
so like,
you...
when I finally let in, and I'm like, let's just do it. And my brain's like, why did we do that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're right. Why did we do that? And then I just don't want to do it as much the next time. So it makes it a little easier to say no.
Are you getting tired of chicken?
Kind of. But I'm trying to think of it as just fuel. You know, I'm just trying to think of
if you can really like click that in your mind.
And the thing that a lot of my groups have talked about is you just got to think, okay, so today is fuel day. Today I'm just going to eat the fuel that my body needs to go. I don't need to masturbate with my mouth, which is basically what eating good food feels like.
Right.
It's just you're giving yourself some pleasure in your mouth, make yourself feel
Momentary pleasure that
right
amounts to nothing
Right.
afterwards.
And so I don't need to masturbate today, but you know what? On Friday, I'm gonna get laid on Friday. I'm gonna go to the Walmart. I'm gonna go to the fucking the theater. I'm gonna get the popcorn. I'm gonna get the candy. I'm gonna dump the candy in the popcorn. I'm gonna have a real good jerk off session while I watch the Marvel movie, and then Saturday's back to fuel. And that's how I'm trying to really train my brain.
I like the image of masturbating in the mouth.
Yeah, it's a really smart analogy because it is. That's all it is.
You put the candy in the popcorn?
You get the malted milk balls, you dump them in the popcorn, right? And like I can get the small popcorn, and that's too much popcorn now, which is great. But you know.
Oh really? You can't even smash a small
Mm-hmm.
popcorn? So what's the one that you pour in the popcorn? What's the
malted milk balls? Whatever you can get, like the Whoppers and shit, or the Maltesers or whatever.
Shit.
And I'm like, oh, this is so good. I've done that. I did that at.
Doesn't it get
movie.
nasty with your hands?
Oh yeah, it's really gross. It's fucking awful. You're already getting butter everywhere. Now you're getting chocolate. Now it looks like you both jerked yourself off and ate poop.
Shit in your
yeah,
fucking
great,
hand.
man.
That's a crazy jerk off session, dude.
But that's been my like I try to socialize a lot more. A lot of my friends are fatties, and so like we go out to eat, and they're like ordering all like the craziest shit, and I'm trying to eat the
When
same.
you say fatty, it's like
I know some 400 or 500 pounders, man.
Oh,
Some
wow.
big guys. And like I think it's like just a matter of like gravitational pull. I think
Sure,
it's just like
makes
we don't
sense.
even really like each other. It's just like we can't break the laws of
Listen, dude,
physics, right?
oh my god.
But no, like we're close friends, and like I have my biggest friend I think is 550. I think he said, and so he's where I was, and like he's working on the process now,
Yeah.
and got a couple of friends who are about my size now. I got a couple of friends who are smaller, and then I got a few skinny friends too. But like everybody likes to eat, so and I reconnected with one of my friends who I hadn't seen since I got married. My ex-wife didn't like them, so they just never got along, so we never saw each other. And we started going out to the movies once a week, and he actually got the gastric bypass surgery as well and got down to 350 at his smallest, and he's back up like 400 now.
Oh.
And that's where he's just going to be for the rest of his life, I think.
Do you think like when you get the gastric bypass and you always lose a bunch of weight?
Right.
If you start going up again, is that almost like
Statistically, here's exactly what will happen.
Cool, guys. So, yeah, that must have been an eye-opener for some of you. Some of you probably saw that video before. And to all of you who are fans of the show, I am as well. And I hope that we can talk about it sometime, because I'm sure we're friends already. Because I'll watch every single one of those, and they're always great. But aside from that, yeah, food is fuel. And when you can get that across, you don't necessarily have to eat every single meal for the taste. And it gives food a value in a different sense. So why do I have the onion drink? It literally makes me energetic and makes me happy and drives me. And there's something chemical that happens in my body that makes me want it. Just, it makes me alive. And I mean, I always make fun of myself because I drink this onion drink. Because I have bland meals, purely black beans, purely lentils, purely raw tempeh. I mean, all this stuff is so raw. People look at me and think, you're vegan? And I never want to go vegan because of that. But the thing is, it's my own meal plan, and it works for me. So as much as I would want to change it, the only reason why I would want to add any flavor or any cooking, add any extra cooking time to it to increase the palatability of it, would only be for the viewership that these videos provide. And until I find reasons to change my diet, I am eating food for the fuel of it. My argument about the vegan lifestyle isn't that a vegan diet is and can be as tasty as a meat eater's diet. It's just that I would prefer to have a vegan diet because I don't agree with the factory farming techniques and some of this just mass production of animals for the value of their meat. So I don't like being grotesque. I don't like talking about those things in a way that displeases people, and that's a fault of my own because, you know, as an advocate, I really should be speaking about those things, but hey, I'm still learning. I'm still going through this journey. I don't want to start speaking out before I can feel confident. I'm slowly getting there. So let me just even make sure that you're still recording. Anyways, yeah, this is a long video, but there was a lot to say, and at the end of the